non-fungible analyst tweeted at us the following. We're going to go on record here, early October. Maybe we'll do this every month or so.
Love it.
He writes, fill in the blanks with the first pick in the draft, the blank take blank. So it's all go on record. Mel, starting with you. Which team? We're just making predict. We're just looking in the crystal ball.
Yep.
Which team will make the first pick and who will they take?
Carolina Panthers take Travis Hunter.
Ooh. Taking Travis Hunter. Not taking a quarterback.
Yep.
2 years removed from
Is there a quarterback at LAS Field right now?
Nope. Not you might, because my answer was going to be
if a team right now desperately had, and New England's a team with Drake May, it's going to be starting, right?
Yep.
So they have Drake May. Say it's New England. They don't need one.
Carolina,
are you giving up? First of all, you talk about this new situation in the NFL? Are you going to say we want the new guy, or do we want to stick with the quarterback who we drafted number 1 overall not that long ago in Bryce Young?
Is Bryce Young
going to see the field again? He did this past week, right?
Nope.
What's going to happen? That whole thing as it plays out this year, we don't know. And like I said, even if you desperately needed a quarterback and said, we don't have anybody, we got to get a quarterback and we're picking number 1. Is there a quarterback right now, Field Yates, that you would take number 1?
No, there's not. I am feeling more and more by the week, and I get it that we are kind of twisting in the wind based off how each of these guys perform. But as I watch it, and as I talk about it with scouts and evaluators, coaches, GMs around the NFL each and every week, more and more the fact that I come around to is when nobody can separate themselves from the field, it probably means none of them are actually as good as you'd like them to be if you're taking them early in the first round. So my answer would be, and I get it, a trade up is still very much possible. Quarterbacks always go earlier than they should. The New England Patriots take Kelvin Banks, offensive tackle from Texas. And I know that we've talked plenty about Travis Hunter, Will Johnson, a couple others on this podcast that have deserved the praise. I don't think we've spent enough time, and I get it, offensive tackle talk doesn't really move the needle like some other guys do. I just will say, it's early in the season and things can change. It's going to be really hard to knock me off of my evaluation that there are 2 better, more ready, 3 better or more pro-ready prospects than Kelvin Banks right now. It's just picture perfect. It's everything you want in a left tackle from day one. I am all in on Kelvin Banks to be clearly the best offensive lineman in this class that we thought could be pretty deep coming into the season. It might be deep, but there's one guy who looks like Usain Bolt at the end of the 100-meter dash, who's like way ahead of the rest of the field.
Travis Hunter would be historic if you look at him as a corner. We've never had a corner go number 1 in the draft, but we have had wide receivers, right?
Yeah.
Keyshawn and Irving Fryer and that. So we have had. How do you look at Travis Hunter? Is he a wide receiver? Is he a corner? Yeah. To the point about Kelvin Banks Jr., we have had Orlando Pace. We have had Jake Long. We have had Eric Fisher. Yeah. We have had offensive tackles go number 1 in the draft. We have never had a corner. So
now you want to bet an orange crush and a crab cake. You and I will make an orange crush bet that I bet I will take this, and we'll just find out at the end of April that Travis Hunter won't even be the highest drafted player on his own team. My prediction is that Shedeur Sanders we will say his name on draft night before they say Travis Hunter's name. You choose the orange crush stop of your choice on that Ocean City, Maryland tour, and I will bet you that. What do you think?
I'll throw in a lobster tail and a couple other things, Greeny. I'll get you some Smith Island cake for dessert. I have all kind of good things going for you.
Wait, so when do you eat it?
Go with that crab cake. We'll get it all going. I'll have a loaded plate for you, Greeny, if Shedeur Sanders ends up. And I love Shedeur, but everybody I think knows how strongly I feel about Travis Hunter. Travis Hunter right now is number 1 on my board. Shedeur's in the midway part of that first round, that 10 to 15 area. So, to me, and I get what you're saying, somebody's taking that quarterback. Somebody's going to fall in love with that number QB1. That QB1 is going to go ahead of a guy who's a corner wide receiver. I get what you're saying, Greeny. If it happens, you're going to be eating some really good seafood from the Kent Island, Ocean City area.
I want in somehow. Yeah, I want in.
Field, you're in. I mean, you can
join in too. We'll have everybody.
You just get to sit back and enjoy.
David Presley. We'll have everybody coming down for crab cakes and Smith Island cake. this coming summer. After the draft's over, we'll
I'm
come
in.
down here and have tons of orange crushes. We'll have a lot of fun. We'll be out on a boat enjoying the Chesapeake Bay, the land of pleasant living where crab cakes and football, that's what Maryland does, right? and that's what we're going to have here. Crab cakes and football all blend together when Greeny brings Get Up to the eastern shore of Maryland.